Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Spring 2023 BeaverHacks submission. My name is Tom, and I'm here with the rest of my team. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves.
I'm Alex.
Sandy.
I'm Derek.
And today we have a special project for you where we created iSpyAI. It is a project that automatically generates a blog post given a YouTube video. And I'm going to let Alex talk about our system design. So without further ado, let's pass it on to Alex.
So what we have here is the overall system and how it works. So first off, starting from the left, we have the person there, and he goes to our website, which is a React app, and it'll interact with a backend server or REST API, which is that first line, which goes through the load balancer, AWS ECS cluster running on Fargate, and we have our Dockerized API there, and that'll basically, the user submits the URL, and then the API will then make a request to down there called AWS Batch to submit a job request, and that job there runs behind the scenes asynchronously from the user, and run a Python Docker image there that transcribes the YouTube video, and then passes it along to a ChatGPT in order to create a blog post for you with in Markdown language, and then when it's done with that, it'll upload the uh, finished blog into an S3 file storage and the URL to download that file in the Redis database. And the Redis database can be accessed through the API again back to the user so they can view all their blogs and download them.
Awesome. Thank you, Alex. And yeah, so our inspiration for this project really just came from the ever increasing length of videos on YouTube. So, as we know, a lot of videos nowadays are 20 minutes, and sometimes we wouldn't like to sit through that whole 20 minutes. So, we created this app to help ease and be an assistant for people who'd like a quick summary about a YouTube video. And yeah, so I'm going to let some of my teammates talk about specifically what they did. However, I do want to say that something that we're super proud of with this project is that we used a ton of services, as you can see in our system design. So the fact that we even finished our project is pretty awesome. And then also being able to improve the AI blog generation is something that we want to do as like a stretch goal. So ideally down the line, we can focus on that. But yeah, without further ado, I'm really excited to demo this for you guys. So let's get right into it. So here I have a YouTube video, which is just reversing a string in C. And I'm going to copy the link. And then here's our web app. So I'm just going to paste the link in here, click generate, and then our video begins processing. So in the background, currently all of those services that Alex mentioned earlier are running as the video is processed and converted into a blog post. Awesome. So now that it's finished, there's two options that you're presented with once it's finished. You can either preview the blog post or you can view your list of blog posts. So if I click preview blog post, we can actually see the blog post down here, which is generated. So you see that there's the steps to reverse the string and also a little snippet about the blog. So if I click this button right here, it takes you to the list of blog posts. So we can see that there's the YouTube link, and then there's also the ID, and we can actually download the markdown file ourselves and open that and see the actual generated blog post. And there's also light mode and dark mode. I had the honor of developing our front end, so I'm super excited about how it ended up turning out. And now that I've demonstrated our app, I want to pass it off to the rest of my team and let them talk about what they worked on. So, Sandy, would you like to go first?
Thanks for the great introduction, Tom. Well, I worked on getting the YouTube video transcript, title, and name the Python backend service using YouTube's data API. Also worked on setting up routes on Flash server to allow the main service to request the YouTube transcript. This was my first hackathon, so I definitely learned a lot. During the second day, of our teammates realized that there was already a service for getting YouTube transcripts through Node. It was something I definitely not considered, so it was a great learning experience. I'll pass it off to Derek to talk about what he did.
All right, so I helped to integrate the GPT API in our app and set up our Flask server. And I also helped to work on some routes and get that transcript integrated so that we could send it off to GPT and get a response back.
Awesome. Thank you, Alex. And thank you, Derek. And thank you, Sandy. And yeah, without further ado, that's pretty much it for our hackathon. Thank you guys all for watching and have a good rest of your day.